Good afternoon, 5:09 p.m. 5:09 p.m. Saturday, right here in Los Angeles County, California. Welcome, very, very welcome. And I just want to say first that I do appreciate all the followers, the subscriptions. I sincerely appreciate that. I appreciate a lot of you guys that are in Asia right now. I have some followers that come to watch this live presentation from India, from Pakistan, and other countries. And for that, I appreciate very much because I know right now it's kind of early morning, Sunday, but we are here Saturday. So if you want to know what happened yesterday for you guys it's already Sunday, just ask me. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I just came from from TikTok, and I did a few minutes over there, the live presentation. You know, that is a lot of people that check us out there. Could be better, but then again, could be worse. But yes, I'm there on a TikTok. For those who want to know, it's COTodd 56, COTodd 56, and I'm also on Instagram. Instagram page is Carlos Todd 63, Carlos Todd 63. So I thank you so much for stopping by, for checking out. We are almost approaching our goal, which is 1,000 followers. We're pretty much almost there, and just a little push, I think we will be okay. And for that, I also want to say thank you so much for the support. I just came from TikTok. I did a few minutes there, well, for whatever reason. The owners or whoever is in charge of TikTok, they don't like me much, I guess, because they blocked my two videos this week. And it's interesting. Let me tell you this story. I don't post post my profanity. What I do, I pretty much put together information that I collect from all the platforms and make my videos. Whatever it's going on in a political field, religious field, I just pretty much share or reshare, if we can say, to other people. And then, of course, right there, I put my comments. But on my own comments, I don't like to use profanity. I don't like to disrespect anybody. But I am tough because I tell stuff the way it is. And maybe it's because of that. TikTok blocked one of my videos this few days ago, and then they put back on, and I was like surprised because they did everything pretty much in the same day, right? And I was still trying to figure out why they say that I violate their community guideline, which whatever, to me is a big time BS. What the heck? But then today they blocked my video, another video of mine, with the same argument. Because I give my opinion about what's going on, Israel-Palestine situation. I give my opinion about the Ukraine and Russia. I try not to be too harsh, and definitely I try not to be disrespectful, but what the heck. But I'm here. Let's see what's going to happen. And I think for those who have TikTok, I know India does not have TikTok. And I'm going to ask some people from India today why they block TikTok over there. I want to know. I'm curious. So, yeah, so for now, I'm still there in case, I don't know for how long, but I think if it continue like that, they probably going to take me down for good. All right, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Straight Bet, thank you, I appreciate. And but I guess anyway, freedom is not real as we think, or liberty either. So watch out for what we say, for what we do, and uh, and also what I wanted to say today. I think I kind of mentioned that last time I was here last week. Uh, I We have to understand that all those platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and etc. Um, they are they are they are on control of everything. You know, YouTube, Instagram. Now we have Threads, we have X, and they in reality they don't really give you a freedom of speech because they have their own agenda, right? So they give you some rope, but when they decide, they pull back. So just be careful and don't be disappointed. And like I said, I'm here on YouTube trying to make the 1,000 followers, like I said before. But I can easily go, sideways. And then tomorrow, YouTube can say, you know what, we don't want you, so you're out. Because they own us when it comes to communications, okay? So you guys don't be naive. I don't think that those platforms are absolutely 100% unbiased, because this is not true, okay? And if you look who is behind all the technology, information, communication technology, if you look behind the nationalities, if you look behind the power, who is having this power of communication, information, governments, you will be surprised. You'll be very surprised. And then I don't want you guys to be too sad on this one, but this is very unfortunately, but that's the reality. Yes, exactly, straight. Well, right now, I'm not sure what you're asking, Kevin. Are you asking about the time, or are you asking about the situation, Kevin? Can you be clear on that question? I can answer either way. I wanna make sure what you wanna know. But let me answer one thing for sure, okay? Right now it's 5:17 p.m. Saturday here in California, United States. So you're in a Pacific time, California. 5:17 p.m. afternoon, almost early evening, and right here in California, Saturday. Okay, and I know for some of you guys are, it's already tomorrow, right? Well, this straight, let me tell you something. You have no idea, I'm sorry, I'm saying some people have no idea because they use the old concept of a slave, right? But in a way, we are always slaves. For some reason, we are slaves, you know. We work for a system that pay us and obligate us to pay them back. So back in the days, you didn't have money. You had only a place to sleep, and they would provide the shelter, food, water, maybe one clothes or two. They would take care of that, but no money. Now they give you money. For instance, right here in California, let me give an example. Right here in California, if you work for minimum wage, you cannot provide for yourself. You cannot. California is a very expensive place to live. So, so what folks does normally they have 2 jobs, even 3 jobs, or maybe they're married, so both work. So then they have a tiny place to live, but it's very difficult. Thank you, Straight. I appreciate. Well, forget about this mustache, man. Sarah, hello, Sarah. How are you? Let me see if I forgot something. It's about people, right? Time. Okay, so I answer, right, Kevin Bennett? I answered the time, right? I was just double checking here. Very nice. Okay, all right. So anyway, I don't know, Sarah, what you just did there, but I hope it's okay. But anyway, so we're living at different times, but it's still very tough times. You know, the American dream, right? I came to this country over 30 years ago, and with the American dream, I don't believe in the American dream anymore. But I know the difference. I tell people, folks who complain about the United States, about this, about that, which I understand. By the way, I say, look, the winds that blew and pushed my boat to get here, they're still blowing back home. So that's what it is. And life is this, it's giving and taking all the time. Right, some folks ask me, I think it's a good moment to talk about this, because let me tell you something, folks. I do believe in inspiration. So when I come to talk about anything here, I believe that I'm inspired to do so. So that's why I don't have the proper time. Okay, I'll be there at 5 o'clock. I'll be there at 2 o'clock. No, 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 no. It's like, well, I think I should talk about something today and right now. So then I do it. So Saturdays and Sundays I'm here, and on a TikTok, I don't know for how long, because TikTok is really kind of chasing me down. But anyway, everywhere we go, we have aspirations. We want to do certain things. We want to reach some goals, etc. And I know that a lot of people that comes to the United States, they come for a reason. Normally it's the American dream, you know. So, but let me tell you something. Please make a note of it. I normally tell folks that comes here and in the process, they start to complain about this and that and look back home and say, look, 2 things, all right? First, you're gonna have some suffering here, and you have some suffering over there back where you came from. So what you need to do is analyze this whole thing, put in a scale, and pick, where do I suffer less? Emotionally, physically, psychologically, and even spiritually speaking. So this is one thing. And the other thing that I tell everybody, folks, think about this. I tell everybody, if you ask me, where is the best place ever, the best place on this planet to be and to live, I will answer right now. The best place on this planet is the place where you feel good about it. Okay? So it's not really geographic. Sometimes could be, but not necessarily all the time. So feel good about yourself, about the environment and your surrounding. you have to kind of put this in prospect and see which place or where do I feel good about it. And that's the best place on this planet. Thank you. Okay, they are concerned, they deserve the place. Okay, all right. Laura, sorry, you are not gonna believe this, but nobody cares. I don't know. So anyway, we are really on a difficult times because of politics and religion too. I keep saying that. I have to say it. My conscience saying that I should say. We are living this situation for thousands of years where governments, politicians, kings, whatever you want to call, and those religious leaders, they dictate what is good for us, and they bring God to the equation. Remember, if there is God out there, I can guarantee you one thing. God did not create religion. If you think there is God out there, make sure you understand that. And I also remember this, whereas politicians, somehow they use religion to achieve their goals. Okay? Hello, Zach. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Now, I would like to also remind you guys the most expensive commodity that we may have, the most expensive commodity, and we should learn how to take care of that because it's very precious and we run out of that commodity, all of us. And the commodity name is time. Learn as fast as you can in a prudent way to deal with your time, to deal with the situation around you, and use wisely the time you have, because it will be gone. Okay? Use wisely the time you have. There is no such a thing of which is only one thing, only one important thing in life. There is quite few things that it's important. Choose wisely, do the best you can, and learn. I normally tell people, and I repeat over and over again, we are here on this planet to learn, to live and learn, to live and learn. Everything else is just distraction. Thank you for subscribing, Anna. I appreciate. Don't forget to share. Maybe you can get someone else. Thank you. Appreciate. Well, old enough, Anna. I'm definitely halfway for sure. I think I'm more than halfway, but and thank you for your question. Maybe you did. Maybe you did. Thank you so much, Anna. I saw you there subscribing. I appreciate, okay? Thank you. If you can share, I appreciate too. Okay, thank you. Julian Hernandez. So anyway, I actually I want to ask you guys something, and this is a real legit question. Okay, maybe you guys can tell me. Maybe you can answer this. You know, I've seen Mr. Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, you know, very often on television. You know, I believe it's a worldwide thing. I think everywhere. You know, he's always there complaining and telling you how horrible the situation in Ukraine is, and this we have to consider that he got a lot of support financially and arms and everything else, war machines, and plus a lot of cash, a lot of money from United States and European countries. So, but anyway, he is always complaining about this situation, which is rightly so, and I have to say that. But my question is, and see if you can answer that. If you guys saw any day or night on television, at least once, if you saw him expressing his sorrow and appreciation for the suffering of the Palestinian people. Did you see him doing that? If you did, please let me know, because I haven't seen him saying a single word about the Palestinian people. And that we need to understand life better when you see this omission by these political leaders, governors, and governments. Hello, Guardian. Hello, Julian Hernandez. Thank you for stopping by. I don't know, Julian. You tell me. Thank you for stopping by. Victor Rodriguez, thank you for stopping by. Folks, I'm here live Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays and Sundays, right here and on TikTok, in case you want to know. TikTok is COTodd 56. COTodd 56 on TikTok, Saturdays and Sundays, and right here on YouTube. And I have posts and videos on Instagram, CarlosTodd63, just in case you want to check it out, okay? Hey, Aaron, Brazil flag in the background, correct? Absolutely. You got it, Aaron. Victor Rodriguez, I'm just going, okay. Okay, Victor, thank you. Well, I don't think it's important saying, but I'll tell you that I'm old enough. I guess you noticed that, right? I'm gonna give you a hint. I'm over 6 decades old. Thank you. I appreciate. So if you guys have any question, please ask. I'll do my best to answer. If I don't like, I don't answer. Okay? All right, so I'm here. Folks, next month I'm gonna be changing the studio. I'm going to a different one. It's gonna be way better because I have an old AC, old air conditioner. So it's a very noisy, and I cannot shut it off because, thank you for subscribing. I cannot shut it off because it's kind of hot today here in California, you know. But once I move, which is gonna be next month, it's gonna be okay because I'm gonna have a central AC. So that is not, I'm assuming it's not gonna be much noise. And I'm about to buy a new microphone too, that it's a noise elimination kind of microphone technology. So, so I'm sorry for the noise behind, whatever, on the background. It's just this old AC. Somebody asked me my age, and I'm gonna tell you probably this AC is older than I am. But next month will be better. It's like the old saying, right? You guys want to hear this old saying? I normally like to use old saying, and I use a lot. But anyway, the old saying is, it could be better, right? But then again, it could be worse. So yeah, that's how life is. How I'm gonna complain about something knowing what's going on around this planet, huh? What's going on the Middle East? What's going on to the Ukrainian people and Africa? There is so much starvation, so much violence, so much this and that. I just can't complain. So yeah, and I mean it. I'm not saying just for saying, I appreciate, Victor. Thank you so much. I do appreciate. So anyway, I'm here Saturdays and Sundays. Don't ask me the time because I don't know, and I don't want to know. The time that I come here on a Saturdays and Sunday is when I feel like. Because believe it or not, like I say, I use a little bit of inspiration when I decide to go in front of the camera and talk to you guys, right? So anyway, this week was yesterday. I guess a lot of people know that the President of the United States decided to meet the President of Russia in Alaska. So they had that meeting, and it was kind of interesting because supposedly the meeting was to talk about peace between Russia and Ukraine, right? But guess what? The president of Russia was there, but the president of Ukraine wasn't. Kind of odd, isn't it? But anyway, then I heard the news that President Zelensky is coming to the United States again to meet the president of Ukraine is coming to meet the president of the United States at the White House sometime soon, which I just don't know why, because last time he came here was disastrous, embarrassing, wasn't it? But who will understand, who can understand politicians? Tell me. I can't. If you think there is anything good that comes out of politicians, you let me know. Just point one thing, okay? Maybe I will feel better. All right? So yes, then Mr. President of Ukraine is coming sometime soon to meet to Washington, D.C., to meet the President of the United States to talk about something that I have no idea what it is. I hope they don't embarrassing him again. Right? Hello, Ainsley. Thank you. Hello, Rodriguez. Thank you. Well, first, speaking of love, somebody asked me about love. Folks, don't be disappointed, okay? Let me tell you something. I do not understand love. I can tell you for sure one thing, the concept of love that is on a dictionary and versus the love that people talk like every day, like saying something else, like saying water. So I don't think people understand love either, but they talk about love all the time. So I don't understand love, so because of that, I don't think that I love anybody. I appreciate people, I respect people, but let me tell you something, for those who believe they love, who believe in love, or who think they know what love is, okay? Let me just say this. I normally tell people that you choose who you're gonna love. Am I right? You choose who you're gonna love. But respect should be unconditional. That's how I see things. So I don't understand love, but I absolutely defend respect unconditionally. But if love exists, I would say, if love exists, I would say respect would be twin brother or the twin sister. I think it's a brother, but who knows? On this day, nobody understands gender anymore, we cannot take any chance, right? All right, Victor, thank you so much for stopping by, okay? I appreciate it. Come back again. I'll be here tomorrow, all right? Don't forget to share to your friends. And if you need any information from United States, come here. Check my profile on Instagram too, CarlosTodd63, CarlosTodd63. Look at my profile, you'll see what I do here. Thank you. Hello. Okay. To me, you just spoke some language that I don't understand. Mythologic, for sure. Mythologic, no question about it. So, but I respect, like I said. Well, you know, Ryan, there was a time in my life that I thought the way you're thinking, but I'm gonna tell you why I don't think this way anymore. Okay? I don't think respect is earned. I really don't. Because if you disrespect someone because you think that person deserved the disrespect, okay, that will put you on the same condition as that person that you thought he deserved the disrespectful actions from your part. You know what I'm saying? When you act the same way the other person who you were disapproving for whatever reason, that makes you no different. That's why I say that respect should be unconditional. But you were talking about maybe being defensive or defend yourself. We don't defend verbal aggression with verbal aggression if you want to go to that path you're talking. Because when you do that, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect, please don't even think about that. I'm just telling you what it is. You do whatever you want to do. But when somebody's rude with you and you have the capacity, the moral standard to act properly, that put you in a very respect way. I was gonna say other adjectives, but no. Just keep that in mind, Ryan. Just keep that in mind. Now, for those who believe, who think that love exists, like I said, I'm not sure about that. Respect is the closest personality that love would have. You know, if you love someone today and tomorrow you cease, you stop loving that person, and not only that, because of disappointment, which I'm going to open a parenthesis here, a quote. We have to understand the significance, the importance of good standards. And this is a learning process. There we go. Okay. I guess you have some knowledge of the gods out there. So anyway, I've seen people changing. And I think one of the elements that changes people is experience, especially the personal ones. But I've seen a lot of people on old age that looks like they are now worse than they used to be when they're younger. And that happened to governments, figures, leaders. And that comes to my mind that we have another old saying. You want to hear the other old saying? If you really want to know someone, there is a few things you should give to that person. Then you're gonna really know that person. Okay? One is power. You may think you know someone as a friend, as a neighbor, or whatever, but when that person gets power, now you're gonna know who that person is. The second one, not too far apart, is money. You may know a humble person next to you, poor people, living a humble life. One day, for whatever reason, that person got a lot of money. Now you're gonna learn, now you're gonna know that person, what kind of person that person is, that individual is. And the other one, who wants to know the other one? So the other one is drink. You really want to know someone? Wait until you see that person be intoxicated. You see the behavior, the real me inside of me. Power, money, and drinking, and its relatives. That's how you know someone. Other than that, you don't know. That is another way I learned this, another old saying. You don't know anybody. You don't know anybody until you live with that person on the same spot, on the same house, same apartment, day after day, night after night. Then you're gonna really know that person. There. Thank you. I appreciate your words. So anyway, I am also on a TikTok in case you want to check it out. I don't know how long I'm gonna be there because the way I see things going on right now, I don't know. They may take me down, I guess, because they already blocked 2 videos of mine. If you guys see my videos, maybe they have some reason for that. I don't think so. You know, I don't think so. I just build, edit stuff that I see out there on a social media platforms, and that's it. And of course, make my comment. But as you can probably notice right now, I don't do, I don't use rude comments and bad words and stuff like that. So anyway, I am a person today that I'm, for some personal reasons, that I'm not worrying too much about others' actions and attitude anymore. I'm trying to create my own environment, avoiding things that I think is not going to be good for me, because that is another principle. I think it's a principle, okay, folks? I believe it's a principle. I really think it's a principle. Today, to me, the most important thing to me, my opinion, it's not to be right. The most important thing for me and to me, it's not being right. The most important thing, it is to be in peace with myself and with as many people as possible. Peace, it's more important than convictions and being right. I do the best I can not to be right, but to feel good about myself. Not to feel good about others, but to feel good about myself. In a process, perhaps, or not, things will get better around me. But I am fighting time. Literally, folks, I am fighting time. I don't see much time ahead of me, and I don't think that any of us out there have much time to live enough to understand certain principles of life. And when we're gone, and everything is fine. So that's how I see things now. Hello, Lila. Thank you for stopping by. So anyway, tomorrow I'm gonna be here. Hopefully, nothing happened. Knock on the woods, right? So don't know the time, but I normally here. TikTok, COTodd 56, and right here on a YouTube channel. I also have some videos posted on my platform on Instagram in case you guys want to check it out. You know, just check it out. CarlosTodd63, CarlosTodd63 on Instagram. Okay? You are more than welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. I'm trying hard to get there to the 1,000 followers, but it's almost there. YouTube is acting weirdly too. I don't know what's going on those platforms. I really don't. To me, it's like for the past few months, everything is going weird when it comes to social media. TikTok is acting weird. YouTube is acting weird. YouTube is funny. I post videos, right? And I can get a video to get like 1,000 or close to 1,000, over 500 views, right? And then next day I'm gonna get, I don't know, 15, 20 views. I do the same way every day. So it's kind of, I don't know. Like right now I have, it's showing that I have one person there. I don't even know if it's true or not. So, but there was a time on a live presentation here that I did like 5, 6, 700, even over 1,000 views. So, different times, different situation. Anyway. And by the way, folks, I do this because I think it's the best thing to do, those live presentation. I share my opinion. I give away my knowledge, my understanding, my know-how, my experience. I normally tell people when it comes to business, right? I tell people this: I'm not an expert on what you should do. I'm not. But I think that I am an expert on what you should not do. So that's my expertise. It's helping people to understand what you should not do. Okay? So that's who I am. That's what I do here on YouTube. That's what I do on Instagram. And that's what I do on TikTok. All right? But anyway, here I am. We are over 48 minutes now on this live presentation. It is 5:57, almost early evening, right here in California, United States, Saturday. We are still Saturday here. For those who are in Asia, some other countries in Asia, European countries, I know for you guys it's already Sunday, right? But right here is still Saturday afternoon, almost evening. So if you guys want to know anything or want to share or want to ask anything, I'm here. And one of the purposes, besides talking to you guys, sharing information, is giving my opinion. This, if you look at the title of all my live, or most of my live presentation, you're gonna see live from California, my opinion. So that's what I do. Okay? I have my opinion about politics. I have my opinion about religion and some other stuff, any other stuff we can talk about. But I want to let you guys know that most of the religious people don't like me much, and politicians, they probably don't like me either. Okay? But here I am still. I don't know how long, but I'm here. Okay? Ryan White. Ryan White. Yes, okay, hello, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Wow, I got 14 thumbs up. I didn't notice that. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate. All right. Thank you. We are in a 50 minutes on a live presentation, and we are here in California, United States. Thank you for stopping by. And also, if you guys wanna know, we are Saturdays and Sundays right here on YouTube and TikTok. So if you guys wanna check it out, I also have the video archives, which including those previous live presentation. Okay, so you guys are more than welcome to check it out. And if you don't like, please share. Okay. If you like, share double. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you so much. It's early evening now, 6 o'clock p.m. 6 o'clock p.m. So early evening Saturday here in California. Thank you for stopping by, folks. I appreciate. Thank you. Hello, Briannes Wickinson. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. I do appreciate all the participants here on this live presentation. Okay? Thank you. If you like, please subscribe and share. It'll be great. We have this goal that we couldn't reach last month. We wanted to do that before the end of July, but it didn't happen. But we're almost there, which is to get to 1,000 followers. We need 1,000 followers, so if you can subscribe, I appreciate. We're almost there. And share if you can, all right? And I'm here in California, afternoon, Saturday. If you have any question, any comments, just please be respectful, and I'm here to answer any question you may have. Thank you. Right now I'm in Los Angeles County, California. I appreciate your question. Thank you so much. And if you have any other question, please ask. The only requirement here, folks, once you ask your question or have a comment, please be respectful, use proper words, let's take care of everybody and respect everybody. Other than that, folks, feel free to ask me anything. I like to answer questions, and your comments are very welcome too. Okay, so thank you. My favorite color, okay. I think I should say two, blue and white. Thank you for your question. Okay. All right. So anyway, we have 5 people out there, 15 likes, I appreciate. Folks, I am in California right now. It's 6:03 p.m. If you guys want to stop by, please subscribe. Please share if you can. And I'm also on the Instagram page, COTodd63, and on TikTok. If you want to check it out, COTodd56 on TikTok. I am live Saturdays and Sundays. I appreciate all the hearts. Thank you so much. And if you guys have any question, any comment, just please be respectful. That's all I'm asking you, okay? Well, this is very interesting question, Earthling. Sorry, kind of interesting uh, title you have there. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been, you know, into politics for many years, although I do not believe in politicians and religious leaders. But let me tell you something. I follow them very, very close, their actions and everything. We are living a very, very, very unique moment in American history and some other countries too. There is a phenomenon happening right now in the political field worldwide. And you know what it is? Polarizations. It is happening right now in Brazil, and some other countries. And if you ask me, I don't know. I don't even know if he's going to finish his presidency. Possibly, possibly not. But it's hard to say because in the United States, we have two parties. They say we have the independent party, but I don't see any chance for independent party in the United States because this is only to play the games here, Democrats and the Republicans. The current president, he's a Republican, and the Republican Party it's in a big mess. And to be fair, the Democrats too. Democrats lost their identity, and the Republican too. I'm just giving a little bit of feedback and information so you understand my answer. You cannot bet on anything because nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows how far this government is going to go because we've seen things that we haven't seen here. So I don't know, but I appreciate very, very much your question. Very important, interesting question. My favorite place in California, interesting, there is so many, but let me tell you something. I am in Los Angeles County for some years now. I came many times to California before. I lived in Nevada and Florida, right? So, and when I came was for, work-related situations. I didn't like California at all, and mainly right here where I'm at, which is Los Angeles County. And guess what? No, I like this state. It's too expensive though, okay? Let me tell you guys, California is a very, very expensive place to live. Very expensive. But it's such a good state. It's such a good state. Well, we have some shaking here. Last week I had a shake, 4.3 magnitude earthquake. But it's a very good. United States, they have such a beautiful places. But the problem is, if you are an immigrant, it's very unsafe right now to moving around. I mean, not for me, but I'm saying, even for me, I guess. But it's very uncomfortable moment that we're living right now. But look, I told you I like here Los Angeles County, but there is so many places. Yosemite National Park, man, Central North California. What I don't like about North California is the snow. I'm not a snow fan, so. But if you take that back. I don't believe in love. But if you like snow, North California. Okay, I hope that I answer your question. I don't know. If I don't, you can ask again. Okay? Thank you, Mecca. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate, okay? Thank you. Come back again, please. Okay. Well, let me take this guy down. I know he's looking for trouble. Okay, we don't need trouble here, do we? You see, that's what I was talking about. Oh, okay. So yes, it's just never say never, right? Never say never. Like I said, I know California for decades, but I didn't like California much until what? Recently, 4 years maybe. And I am like so glad that I'm here now. Let's take this guy. Goodbye. Thank you. We only need people well-intentioned here, people who really enjoy a good conversation. We don't do this for a living, not yet. So if you behave yourself, you're a good person and you're welcome. If not, goodbye. And I'm still here to answer your questions. Not long. Oh, we already passed 1 hour. Wow, I didn't see that. Hello, Germany. I appreciate your stopping by. My best and sincere wishes to the people of Germany. Okay? Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you just came in, I'm in California, in case you want to know. And it is 6:11 p.m. Saturday. 6:11 p.m. Saturday here, Pacific Coast, United States. Right? I'm so glad you guys stopped by. I thank you for that. We had 16 likes today. I'm looking for subscribers, of course. I'm trying to get to the 1,000 followers. Man, it's kind of got stuck almost on 1,000, but now it kind of slowed down a little bit. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. well, I'll take that. But since you decide to wish me that much, what the heck? Let's add a few zeros there and go. Let's go for 1 million. But it's a very good start, isn't it? Thank you so much. So anyway, if you guys have any question, I'm gonna be here for the next maybe 5 minutes. It's already over an hour that I'm being here. And let me remind you guys, Saturdays and Sundays I'm here. I mean, if nothing happened, right? Maybe something can happen, but so Saturdays and Sundays I'm here, and I don't know the time. Believe it or not, is when I feel like. Okay. And what else I was gonna say? And I also have, I'm also on a TikTok. So TikTok and YouTube channel, I'm on a Saturdays and Sundays, okay? TikTok is COTodd, COTodd. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on TikTok. TikTok is giving me a hard time in some of my videos. They don't like it. Hey, what can I say? I like it. right? That's why I post them. Well, I like to inform in a different way. I use music, I use, I repost stuff and make my comments on the bottom. So that's how I do. If you check it out my videos, you'll see my comments and the music and the posts, That's how I do for now. Plus, of course, if you go to the archive, you're gonna see my live presentations, etc., etc. Don't forget to share. Maybe we can get there together. You can talk about anything cashless, anything. The only requirement, you need to use proper words, of course, because you want to respect everybody, right? And, that's it. Respect everybody. But I really like to answer questions about the United States, can be about myself. If I don't answer, don't be upset. And if I don't know, I will say, I don't know. But normally I know a lot of stuff. You'll be surprised. No, I'm not. But I'm not poor. I consider myself okay. And thank you for the question. I appreciate. No problem. Like I said, I'm assuming that you are poor because of your question and because of your title, cashless. Well, I am kind of cashless too, you know. But to me today, I still think money, it's important in a way in your life, but it's not the most important thing in your life. That's how I see it. So let's be another 3 minutes. So tomorrow I'll be here, Saturdays and Sundays, right here live on a YouTube channel. And don't forget to subscribe, because if you subscribe, you're gonna receive the notification when I'm live, right? That's a good thing, because in case you want to know what time this or time that, it's very simple. Subscribe, and then when you see the bell, you see they're gonna inform you, hey, Carlos, whatever, fulano, whatever, ciclano, whatever. You're gonna be live. So that's how it is, okay? And I'm also on TikTok, just in case. COTodd 56 Saturdays and Sundays live, and I have a lot of videos and live archives there. You can check it out, okay? And also on Instagram, COTodd63, COTodd63. I live in Germany. You will be surprised, cashless, how many people here in the United States is living the same situation, or even worse. Let me give you information. Last time I checked, which was about a month or two ago, the statistics is showing that in the United States, we have 700 plus thousands homeless in the United States. Homeless. 700 plus thousand homeless. Here in California, it's over 100,000 people that lives on the streets. And another thing you should know, that here in California specifically, some other metropolitan area in the United States, metropolitan cities, here in California, if you have one job and a minimum wage, you cannot afford a place to live. And I'm serious. That's why a lot of people, they kind of share an apartment or a house with a bunch of other people so they can pay their rent. So a lot of people, I mean a lot, millions of people are living in we call here a check by check kind of situation. They receive a paycheck end of the week or every 2 weeks or something like that, and they can barely pay for their rent and their food. I mean, millions of people in that situation. And I mean it. That's how it is right now. So this crisis, there is some reasons for that. Billionaires, they want to be trillionaires, so they don't care much. Most of them, they don't care much about the workers or anything like that. In the near future, you're going to see a lot of other people losing their jobs for technology. Wake up. So the American dream, wake up. Okay, so the title fits you, right? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to believe me, but I'm saying it is what it is. It is what it is. So your dreams now, it needs to have a lot of the things involved, because if you involve only money, you have to learn how to sit down and gather information before making decisions in any area, any country, any situations. So people moved from one place to another for different reasons, and some for many reasons, right? Right. For instance, safety is very important for me. Okay? But if you make some decisions for money, I've seen people that has been here for decades or over a decade without seeing their families back where they came from, because they got stuck, they can't go back, for different reasons. Exactly. This is going on, cashless. This is going on right now in Washington, D.C. The Washington, D.C. was trying to take over the government. They're still trying to take over the policing on Washington, D.C. And the argument is one of the problem, which is a fake argument, whatever, but one of the problems is the homeless people. So this administration, they don't care about homeless, the way they live. They want to force them to go to those shelters. In a lot of homeless, it's a very complex situation. Homeless is a very complex situation, okay? There is a different reasons for people live on the streets. Different reasons. Financially is one of them, but there is the addiction and social fitting and some other situations, right? So it's a very complex issue. And you'll be surprised how many veterans, military, that comes back from those crazy wars that you heard about it, and then they can't fit in the society. They end up on the streets of the United States. You'll be surprised how many. So it's a very complex situation. So yes, right now in Washington D.C. they're doing this. There, I don't think it's gonna work. I think in reality, everything that you see right now is just a distraction for other issues that we are having right now, and they call it strategy. I think it's a bad one, but people like you and me, we don't have much voice. All we can do is I'm doing right now. I got a half a dozen people who stop by and then I inform them what's going on. That's what I'm here. My goal is to inform people. I'm originally from Brazil, but I've been here for over 3 decades. Yes, it is terrible to be homeless, but for some people, believe me, they don't want to go back to live in shelters or to live back to where they came from, to their homes or family, because they don't fit in the society. That is a very complicated. Homeless financially is one of the reasons. Let me tell you something about homeless in California, right here in Los Angeles County and Orange County, and those metropolitan areas from the Great Los Angeles area. Let me tell you something. There is a lot of people who don't have a place to go. It's not because of drugs. It's not because of mental problem. Nothing like that. Do you know why? I've seen people living on their cars and they go to work every day because they don't have enough money to pay a rent. Right? So that's the reality. Well, the shameful part of it is that this country, we expend billions with letter B, in some cases trillions, in arms, ammunitions, airplanes, missiles, and everything else in between to kill people. They use the expression to defend this nation, which is, So they do this, participate in all those wars. I mean, billions and billions of dollars a year. But if you talk about helping homeless people, housing, education, and health, they don't even want to talk about that. It's socialism, they say. And those countries that they're helping right now, they do give social system, health, housing, and education is free. Some of those countries, and who is paying for it? Anyway, awful, exactly. It is very, very terrible. And what I'm saying right now, it's absolutely what it is. I am probably missing something. This conversation, Froggy Legs, it's just like what they are saying here, and I'm betting that is going to happen. They're saying that probably the American people, for instance, I believe European people too, because they see their own problems, right? Because of this war that is dragging for years now, and the other ones too, right? Some are saying that the people here in the United States, a lot of them are suffering from war fatigue. That's the title, war fatigue. And you know what? I hope so. I hope one day they just put a stop on everything and say, hey, enough is enough. We don't get involved in wars. If you can help, humanitarian help, you can do that. But no, I'm not gonna send the money to kill people. I don't think it's gonna happen because unfortunately, at least so far, this country is run by lobby, and those companies, corporations who build airplanes and ammunitions, etc. I don't think they want peace anywhere, right? Don't make sense. So this conversation Monday is a last good talk to European leaders. What they gonna do? I don't know. If you ask me, I don't know. Well, guess what? Another news for you guys. The debt in the United States, it's trillions and trillions of dollars. And we just increase for the next 10 years over $3 trillion. Yep. So we are printing money that we don't have. Look, don't bet on anything when it comes to Trump because we don't know. We don't know anything we don't know what's going on. We don't know. Politicians, it's a horrible thing in our lives. That's the only thing that I know. Froggy legs, that was funny. Hello from Russia. I'll be honest with you, as long as these banderites are not soldiers, we won't stop. Oh, I don't know what you're saying, but I understand. As a former military myself, 150 years ago from Brazil, sergeant on a force, I do not believe in military actions. I do not believe in policing. I do not believe in governments. I do not believe in religions. Why? History. Look for a moment. Take a history book and let me check it out. What politicians and religion leaders did to the human society. And you tell me, point the good things that the religion and politicians did, because I don't know. Oh, yes? Okay, if you say so, Cashless. I'm not gonna say anything about it. We cannot say much against this, government today. That's another reality. Now, what do you think now? If I tell you that we cannot say anything bad about your government today, you still have the same opinion, Cashless? Yes, about 200, about that. I'll be 201 next year. Folks, I gotta go now. Believe it or not, I've been here 84 minutes, almost 85 minutes here. So 1 hour and 25 minutes, precisely. So I think it's time to go. But if you guys want to talk again, tomorrow I'll be here. I'll be here on a YouTube channel. I'll be there on a TikTok. If they don't kick me out, because they block another video from me today, so I think my career on a TikTok may be ending, and who knows here. But anyway, I hope to see you tomorrow. Check it out on my Instagram page. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share, all right? Grayson, I gotta go now. I see you next tomorrow, all right? Thank you so much. I appreciate Froggy Legs. Bye-bye, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, all right? Do that, please. Thank you.